Some must fall to save the situation. Difficult years. We will go through a difficult jolting. Do you know what it means to be jolted? If you are not somewhat spiritual, you will not be able to endure. God forbid, but we will even reach the point of denying our faith. Seek to be united in fellowship. Live spiritually. Be anchored to Christ. If you are anchored to Christ, you will fear neither demons nor torments. People in the world have many pressures and fears from all sides. But when one is close to Christ, what is there to fear? Do you remember Saint Kyrikos? He was only 3 years old, and when the tyrant attempted to instruct him, he gave him a kick. Read the lives of the saints. These texts, Synaxaria, are very helpful because they connect us to the saints and ignite in us devotion and a desire for sacrifice. This life is not meant to be one of ease and comfort. We are going to die anyway, so we might as well die properly. Since we are not doing anything else, may God grant us a martyrdom. Wouldn't that be good? One day a Bordonaris came to my Calevi in tears and told me, "Don't stay alone tonight. They're planning to kill you." "Who?" I asked. "There's 5 or 6 of them," he said. He was accompanying 5 or 6 atheists. Who knows what plans they had for the holy mountain? They took him for a fool and spoke openly in front of him. As soon as he heard it, he came to tell me. That night, as I was going to bed, I heard a slight rattle like a little bell on a dog. I looked through the window and saw 3 young men. "Open the door, old man," they shouted. But I answered, "What are young men like you doing wandering around at night? Don't you have any brains? You look suspicious." Some others were taken to jail. "I have no appetite for conversation at this time of night. Should we come tomorrow?" they asked. "Come tomorrow any time you want, and if I can, I will see you," I reassured them. After I sent them away, I noticed that the light of their flashlight was not moving. They had stopped a little further up the hill. I got up, got dressed, put on my monastic habit, and waited for them, feeling all the while an inner peacefulness. The next day, 3 groups of 3 men came to visit, but none of them were the 3 of the night before. Of course, they know that they won't find money on me, because I don't have any. They come and argue with me only about spiritual matters. Another time, a very large man who had a body like a gorilla came to my Calevi and sat down quietly to one side. I was saying to a group of people, "You are only good for parades, not battles. Christ sacrificed himself. We have Orthodox Christianity with martyred saints who are still helping us. If they had not died for the faith, who knows what we would be now." All of this talk seemed to have enraged him. People came and went, but he stayed off to the side. He seemed very intent. There was a coldness. Finally, the last of the people left, so I told him, "It's dark now. Where will you go?" "I'm not concerned about that," he said. "But it concerns me. Off you go," I retorted. Then he lunged at me and grabbed me by the throat. "You and your gods," he said. When I heard him saying "your gods," I felt as if he was cursing God. What am I, a pagan to him? So I told him boldly, "What gods, you godless man? I worship the triune God. Go, get out of here." And with that, I gave him a push and he fell to the ground and rolled up. How he got out through the gate, I don't know. After this, I thought to myself, if I were to be hanged upside down to be tortured, this would at least help put the hernia back in its place. That fellow had stayed to the end with evil intentions, since he grabbed my throat and tried to choke me to death.